Looking to buy an ultra-modern entertainer's home in Steyn City? Good afternoon, this is Xavier with Luxury Homes, Johannesburg. Today we are back in this exclusive estate where we are about to tour this stunning home. Now with me is listing agent Marussia from LuxLive Property Group, who's going to take us on a tour. As always, specs on the house. This is a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom, 3 garage home. Without further ado, Marussia.
Thank you. The benefits of this house is that it was conceptualized, designed and built by a builder who has done several houses in Steyn City. So if ever there were any mistakes, they've learned from them. This house is pure perfection, and you'll see as we go. And the quality of the build, the structure and the design speaks for itself, but I will point out as we go. So to start with, we have a very wide driveway in front that leads you into 3 garages, and with this house we're going to see the garages because they're worth seeing. And then we have very wide 3 steps leading us into the entrance, and the steps also aligned with strip lighting as well as lighting around the entrance of the house. So from the word go, especially if you're coming nighttime, you're invited into the space, and you just see how much character this house has. From the entrance hall, we are into the entrance hall, and the first thing I see immediately is on my left-hand side. What they have created is a 2-sided feature wall that displays your liquor. On the other side is the bar area, and how cool is that? It's interesting, it's playful, with this massive circular light that we've got here, highlighting the bottles, but also making it into an art piece with the tinted glass. So immediately I know this house is going to treat all the senses, because we've already seen tinted glass, we've already seen lights, and we have already seen a lot of play on different textures. So we've now stepped into the one open plan living space, and we're going to start with the entertainers area because it is an entertainer's dream, as Xavier said. Massive bar area, very cleverly designed that we have this tall bar space countertop, and this is of course waterfall. It's a light shade of gray, and then we also have a lower countertop right next to it where maybe you chop up all your ingredients for your cocktails. There's even very playful, there's a whole cocktail menu right here, so you can come, you can choose the cocktail and ask the friendly hosts to serve you what you have chosen. There are lights under the bar as well, and along the entire side here where we have the built-in cupboard space, again to highlight that this is a designated area and to make it fun and interesting because you're supposed to entertain right here. What is clever is that it is an indoor bar. However, because we have this massive folding door situation going on leading us into the patio area, it becomes an outdoor bar. So as we have a very hot day today, you would just leave the space completely open. Remember, we are in Steyn City. It is the safest estate in Gauteng. So this stays completely open. So your cocktail bar becomes your outdoor bar as part of the entertainers area. I've now stepped into the patio, super deep patio as well, and massive. It runs the entire length of the entertainment space. There are cupboards on the one side, so yet even more countertop for those, bride days where you've got from the cocktails on the one side to the societies on the other side. This is a gas braai on the side there. And we have a big table, dining room table on the patio, as well as soft furniture, and all of that under very high but also very deep cover, so you are protected from the elements. Impressions?
Oh, I love it. This is a location specifically in Steyn City that is really, dear to my heart. I really enjoy the properties that they have here. We've done a few of them so far on this lane or street, and I always enjoy the architecture. And as it turns out, like you said, it is the same guy who ends up building a lot of these. So it's no surprise then that at least I'm consistent, huh?
Absolutely.
Stunning. Look at this open plan.
So we've got, of course, a Boma area. These days you can't not have a Boma, but they've taken it one step further and they've literally built an entire lounge area here as well. So you can sit or you can full on recline in your Boma area. And what they've done is they've also continued with the open plan, but also folding doors throughout the space. And just to point out, imagine the architectural mastermind, because you have those massive steel beams holding these massive open plan areas to create a space where you just feel like the garden is into your space as well. When you open and fold all the doors completely, you just have this beautiful outdoor coming indoors. And while I was talking, I was stepping into the lounge area. So this would be one of your TV rooms. We have another one as well. And from there, it leads into the dining room area. And this is what I'm talking about. They've utilized every square centimeter of their stand, as well as they've brought in the green belt that is right across. So we have this almost invisible style fencing here just to demarcate the end of our stand, but then you're looking at the trees of the green belt. They've created a beautiful seating area where you can just sit, relax, and enjoy the greenery. Right where you're standing, they've even put a couple of chairs, again, just to invite you to sit down and have a sip of this beautiful amber liquid that is right here next to the chair, and maybe take a look at this custom-built wine wall that is not just for the looks, but it is also to enjoy whilst your guests are sitting around the dining room table with you. Big dining room table, 8-seater, plus that table outside. Everything flows, but everything also has a nice purpose to it. And the designer touches, like I said, these owners are the builders and the designers. Beautiful chandeliers, just demarcating your dining room space. And then we step into the kitchen. What they've done here, from the dining room area, they've run the kitchen cupboards just around the corner. This is something you don't often see. So they've carried, even your countertop is carried across into the dining room. You can sit down and enjoy, right? It's clever and unusual.
Very unusual.
Also, with your cupboards, normally you'll have a cupboard just ending, and from the dining room you'll be looking at the side of it. What they've done here is they've run it across. So we have the tinted mirror effect here. We have a bit of a light shade of gray countertop. We have a white countertop. And then over and above the tinted mirror, we also have the super matte cabinetry along this coffee station here. And you'll see now even more textures that they've carried across into the kitchen, and you see elements of those into the bar area as well. So this is our central island, and it is a massive island. Plus with a breakfast nook or entire seating area, there's 6-seater here, which is the lower side of the countertop. Then we have the obviously the higher side of the countertop where your cooking takes place. Ultra modern light, just to give you this extra light into the potjie, whatever you're cooking. And then we have a little bit of a lower countertop here as well. All of the fittings, all of your sinks and taps are black. So beautiful matte black effect. And then across here, more cabinetry. All of this is the super matte, so very soft and silky to the touch. And right across here, we have yet another texture. And here we have a more of a, I would say a little bit of a denim feel to this texture. So the same color, but just a different element to it. Very nice, so you have a more interesting feel to your cabinetry. A ton of drawers, and of course, built-in fridges, built-in ovens. We have an electric oven here as well. We have an electric top here as well. That's a super fast one. And here, I think it's worthwhile having a look at the scullery section, because they've put a lot of thought into it as well, with a ton of extra cupboard space. Own entrance that leads you out. Maybe you can grow some veggies here or pick up some herbs. And what they've done is they've also designed a separate laundry room. So I like the fact that the laundry can be done separately from the kitchen and the scullery section. I think it's very clever, great use of the space, and it just shows you how much space you've got in this house. There's a 5-bedroom house with so much open plan space. It's great.
Just a view from your kitchen. You just see all of this. Stunning. You just want to pick up cooking. That looks like something I've said before.
If you never picked up cooking, then at least you can pick up cocktail making. It makes me want to pick up cocktail making. While we're here, I want to also point out, not only is the house, gives you a lot of space in terms of the size of the rooms, but look at the volume due to the exceptionally high ceilings. So first of all, we have seamless ceilings throughout. You'll notice there's absolutely no lines anywhere. The ceilings are just perfection. Of course, we have the shadow lines. Of course, we have some recessed ceilings here where they just want to highlight specific spaces. But the rest of the space, those ceilings are almost a double volume height. It really is a great feel of space throughout. What we've now done is we've just stepped across to the right of the entrance, and we're not turning on the fireplace right now, but we have the central fireplace. It looks gorgeous. At night, it also heats up very well. So in the 30-degree today, we chose rather not to do it. And then we stepped into what I would call the formal lounge area. Also with its own sliding door, so you can open up very nicely. You can create a TV room here. In fact, some people have even considered putting a whole big screen here and creating almost like a cinema experience. And now this is for the selfie toilet. So Mr. X, get ready for the selfie toilet.
That's a mirror and a half. Look at that, guys.
I think that's more than a mirror and a half. That's several mirrors.
Wow.
How do you look? Happy?
Satisfied.
The toilet, exceptionally high again. Gorgeous chandeliers suspended with the black wall and then this oversized mirror. And then we also have the stucco walls here. We also have the same in the second TV room. I've stepped now into the 5th bedroom. This bedroom has own access from outside. It's en suite with a shower. So out of all 5 bedrooms, 3 are en suite with shower and 2 are full en suite. Again, exceptionally high ceilings. And they've done this element of the recessed ceiling where, of course, your curtains or blinds, whatever you want to put, can just literally come from nowhere and you don't look at any unsightly elements. All the doors, because we have these exceptionally high ceilings, look at the height of these doors. I mean, I consider myself maybe not a tall person, but this is custom made, as well as everything else in this house. All of the doors custom made, stunning, and with the color that they've chosen, this is like a very, very deep jet black color. It just adds drama to the space. Should we head up? Oh no, I think first let's have a look at the garage, because we often overlook the garage, and here it is totally worth seeing. I've never seen such a pristine garage in my life, but it is a 3-car garage. You have the see-through glass doors, so of course you better make sure the garage is nice and clean, but of course it can also display your beautiful vehicles. And across we have opening windows, so it gives you a lot of air, and it gives an opportunity for your guests to peek into the garage and have a look at those stunning vehicles you're going to line up. The entire length of the garage, this entire wall that we're looking at alongside, is also a storeroom, so all the unsightly stuff goes into the storeroom. And now it's time to go up, right? So, before we start, look at that feature wall here. We've got this in the TV room, we've got this in the guest toilet. Imagine displaying your artwork, your gorgeous mirrors here. It is absolutely breathtaking what they've done with the texture and the color. This is a floating staircase, steel and quartz, and we have the built-in lights, so very dramatic again, with the super thick glass with just a touch of black steel balustrade. So very architectural really, and very strong colors and lines, and just invite you to put some of your artwork and make it quite unique as well.
Yoga.
Yoga. This is the yoga room. If anyone, I decided that this is the yoga room. Obviously, the owners have decided this is the reading space. It's absolutely gorgeous. You have open sky above. You have also the view of the green belt. They've made it nice and enclosed with the idea that, yes, you can do your morning routine, whatever that is, and you don't have to worry of anyone seeing you. And of course, it brings this gorgeous breeze through the space. We've now stepped into the upstairs pyjama lounge. They're utilizing it more as a seating area and a study area, but it is a big enough room. You can easily put a TV up here, and there you have it, a pyjama lounge. And I think we start with the best. We don't keep the best for last. We start with the best upstairs. Again, double volume, custom-made doors, both swing open into this very, again, dramatic and impressive entrance hall into the main bedroom. You don't often see that. Beautiful bedroom, views of the greenbelt. I can just imagine, oops, I'm lying here in bed, waking up in the morning. You're just looking at trees, you're looking at the sky, and very soon we'll also be looking at the sunset from here. The balcony is massive, and it also is shared by the other 3 bedrooms on the top floor. And they've created these beautiful bench areas where you can sit, enjoy the sunset, and maybe have your sundowners. From the king-size bed and the seating area, we're stepping into this gorgeous, absolutely massive walk-in closet area. It's an entire room, as far as I'm concerned. And here we have some glossy cabinetry, we have some exposed shelving, we have a massive middle island here with a ton of drawers, which I think is always crucial. And again, more than enough space and another balcony across. So imagine both these doors open on a hot summer day like today, and you just enjoy the breeze. And you are in Steyn City, you don't have to lock anything. From there, we're stepping into the ensuite main bathroom. Another stunner, reminds me of a top 5-star or 7-star boutique hotel. You even have your lounge seating space here. You have his and hers basins across from each other, so there will be no elbowing each other or absolutely no intervening in each other's space. Very cleverly concealed cabinetry here. All of your unsightly bits can go behind the mirrors, the massive mirrors. You have this gorgeous big shower, or it's a double shower, and they've used again the tinted glass for the shower, and inside you've got this 3D effect tile. It's in an alcove, I believe, where you can also place some of your washing stuff, and I believe that's another very expensive feature to have. And then here again on the toilet side, there's a toilet and a bidet here, and we have the same 3D effect tile here as well. I think it's even easier to see. They're massive tiles, extra long, and really beautiful. It's almost like their color changes from whichever direction you look at them. Freestanding bath, imagine just lying in that bath, contemplating how the day went, planning the next day, or just planning to sleep in the bath because it's so nice and luxurious. And even with the chandeliers above the bath.
Gorgeous, very, very inviting. And from a master main suite, look at this, the size of this walk-in.
Even with your cabinetry and everything, it fits the whole room. So everything flows. It's a separate room from the bedroom, but they all fit together very nicely. There are air conditioners in all the bedrooms as well. And on a day like today, one would appreciate that. Okay, so bedroom number 2 upstairs. So the next 2 bedrooms you're going to see are pretty much identical. They're mirror image of each other. Plenty of cupboard space, aircon, the same very high ceilings we've seen, and an ensuite. So the next 2 bedrooms are ensuite with a shower. Couple of steps down through the pajama lounge, some linen cupboard space right here, and then we're stepping into the second of the 2 identical bedrooms. So again, a ton of cupboard space, and it's great that they've also done the drawers here. So they've put drawers, they've put cupboards, and also space for a desk, because we're imagining this would be a teenager or younger kid. So we're imagining that PlayStation that would irritate the adults can be tucked away here. And access to that balcony again. And just look at your view. As you're walking upstairs, you're looking at this stunning tree line, green belt, and the sky.
Gorgeous indeed. And this is a special 4th bedroom on top.
This is what I would call an entire suite. Guest suite, or you can design it for your teenager or for a long-standing family member that wants to live with you. But this is a massive apartment. It's actually an apartment. It has a kitchen, so you can see it even has an oven here, countertop, stovetop, seating area. There's plenty of space. Also, they've managed to incorporate a desk and a couch here. A massive bedroom. This is a king-size bed, and all of the finishes, everything is the same top quality that we've seen throughout the space. A lot of cupboard space as well, and a full bathroom here. So yes, it's a bedroom, but it's a full-blown apartment. It's bigger than a lot of 1-bedroom apartments, I know. Stunning bathroom here.
And again, the finishes. Look at this.
It's absolutely top quality, Hansgrohe finishes. You've got also the mood lights around all your mirrors. You have the 3D tile. You have those sliding windows, and these are massive windows. So on a hot day, again, you appreciate the fact that you can just slide these windows open and enjoy the breeze. And it almost feels like you have an outdoor shower there. If I was a teenager growing up with my parents in an apartment like this, I think I'll probably stay. Marry, have children, it's big enough. You can actually fit quite a lot. And just another step on the balcony maybe, what they've done is, because we have all 4 bedrooms upstairs, and these are all facing the balcony, they've done a bit of a subdivision here, because the idea is that this apartment can stand on its own. And then we've got the seating area here for the apartment as well, and the seamless glass balustrades. So even your guest or your teenager is definitely not going to lose out on those sunsets. And that's it. Because it is an apartment on its own right, what they've done is a complete separate entrance. So we're going to go out and downstairs through this entrance, just to give you an idea. If someone wants to have a completely independent life right here, you have the same floating staircase, the same glass balustrades, and a completely separate entrance that leads you into that apartment. Just around the corner into the TV room downstairs.
There we go. Guys, what do you think so far? Which has been your favorite space in this house? Is it the entrance? Mine is the bar, just because it's so central, and I guess I'm being swayed by the kitchen as well. Look at this.
And it's just so beautifully married to the kitchen space. It just all makes sense together, right?
I'm in awe of this open plan, ultra modern entertainer's home. If this is something up your alley, make sure to reach out. Marussia's details are below. Don't hesitate to give her a call. Any questions or viewing requests? Meanwhile, let me just enjoy the outdoors. a little bit more. I think I'm ready to open up a beer or have a glass of wine.
Order a cocktail.
Or a cocktail, yeah. Well, I'm still learning, so I'm not there yet. Let me stand back all the way to the other side of the pool, because this is a stunner. There you go. And that's your view. What do you think, guys? Prime property, Steyn City. On the market for, check below in the description. Here we go. Marussia, thank you so much for taking the time. Guys, thank you for joining us on this tour, and have an awesome, awesome afternoon.